Hello, hello, hello. I think I'm on. Hello. How is everyone today? I thought that I might as well. This is only going to be like a short stream because I have stuff to do, but I thought I might as well stream because I have free time. Um, I'm just gonna get straight into it because basically I got onto the world the other day and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a bit of just tidying up. I'm just gonna do a bit of tidying up. I'm gonna do a bit of mining, and then I ended up redoing the entire house. So we're just gonna switch it over. So it's not gonna be nighttime. Okay. So we've got. I planted a few spruce trees because I needed the wood, but here is the house. My mine's over there, and I've put a small farm over there. But if we go over here, well, I haven't finished it. There's still some stilts that need to go in. But I've got this little thing here for the fish. Don't question why it's there. It just is. Got my two dogs. Well, plant thing. It's very, it's kind of like pathetic. Oh yeah, there's three tiny like daisy like flowers on my storage. Uh, and the inside of my house. I've got my first diamond because as soon as I get my first diamond, I put it in a thing. Got my bed, a crafting table, and furnace, and that is all I could fit in here. It's not very big. I could probably put some barrels under here. That might be my next thing. Mr. Beaks is still here. Mr. Squawk? Mr. Beaks? Whatever I call you. So what we're gonna do is empty out my inventory. I don't have a sorting system. I'm just gonna chuck everything in here. But my plan for this is to just slowly expand. So I'm gonna expand like the dock out that way. And I'll make some like small like dock buildings out on the land. I take a lot of inspiration from Graham, so this is slightly inspired by his season 10 base. I've only got 10 iron. Oh, I'll take the coal. Is there any more wood? We've got spruce. Oh wait, no, I can just take that oak. I don't know why I'm doing that. I've got one singular piece of obsidian. I've got a golden sword of mending on it. Do you reckon that's better? That's not even better than my a stone one, so I'm not. I'll take some melon. I'll take some of those bales. Oh yeah, I've got four more diamonds in here. Oh, more coal. That's useful. I'll smelt some more iron while I'm here. Ah, I don't know whether you can hear my game. One sec. I haven't even checked my actual stream audio. I shall have to have a look. Give me 1 second. For some reason, my game audio is not recording, but that's great because when I edit this sort of stuff into a video, I can just put my own music behind it. We can. Oh, I should probably sleep. Okay, let's take off that. Put that in there. Um. Oh no, I don't want. I think I've got. Yeah. So today's stream is just probably going to be a mining stream, but give me 1 second. I'll put some music on for myself because uh, mm, um, I think that's it. Okay. I'm. You know, it is really hard to find music playlists online. If in doubt, just go to lo-fi because yeah. Uh, oh yeah, so the turtles around here. So what I've noticed is there is only salmon, squids, and turtles around here. So if I want to add any different fish to this, I'm gonna need to go out there. I also need to add some railings. Look at this. So unsafe. Um, I also see that one of my melons have grown. So that's right. Wait. Okay, so my mine is like over here, just in the ground. I should probably make like a proper mine for myself, but this'll do for now. How far down did I go? Where is my strip mine? Here we go. Oh yeah, so I went down this way, and there is water. And I can't remember what's down this way. I think there's a cave down this way. Yes, there is. Oh look, there's gold. I should probably get that. Just one bit. Did I not go down this way? So we can either go down that way or down this way. Oh, iron. Yeah, so I'm just gonna chat about stuff now. So I've been watching, getting into like watching Mob Psycho, I think it's called. Um, uh, the dude with the fuck ass hairstyle. I've just I've gone past like to the end of season one. There's a guy with a fuck ass hairstyle. I cannot remember his name. He is turning out to be one of my favorite characters. He's just like he's not interesting. Okay, he is slightly interesting, but like in the way of wait, did I turn my PNG tube on? I don't think I did. No, I didn't, but we'll just have to do without it for today, because I cannot be bothered to get VOTube up. Uh, hello? There is a zombie, but you cannot get up here. There is also an Enderman down here somewhere. Um, um, but he's turning out to be one of my favorite characters. But also I love Mob. He, I see. Like know that Regan's like a fan favorite, and I'm like, I know he's a fan favorite, but he just doesn't. I don't get why. In all honesty, he just isn't all that interesting to me. He's kind of infuriating, honestly. But this may just be like a later season thing. Yeah. Um. But yeah. I've also been seeing a lot about Arcane, and I'm been wondering whether I want to get into that. But I'm already watching Mob, and I've also started on the first episode of Ranma. I think it's called. Um. And it just seems like a really funny concept to me. Also, the fact um it just seems like I would love to be able to just change genders. Like, but I think that's just me. I so prefer the redesign of the bats. Hey, go back to sleep. Oh, look at him. That did not help. One sec. Can I turn up? No, this is the how. What is my brightness on here? Options. Uh, video settings, I guess. Um, my brightness is literally all the way up. Um, probably even shouldn't have it all the way up, but yeah, I can't see anything. I'm just gonna. Sorry, dude. I'm gonna have to disturb you. What am I doing? See, I don't have my phone next to me, so once again, I don't know whether anyone's in the chat. Where did I go down here? No, I went ran this way. So where did I fall down that hole? He wasn't staring at me, was he? At all. Man, you know I don't want to stare at you. There's a redstone in the ceiling. I don't think I need it at the moment. Should I get copper? I probably should. No. I need to mine that block. Okay. I have no clue where I'm going. I got myself kind of lost. So I think I need to go back up here. Down here? How did I get back to the entrance? Um, I've gone down here. Oh, there's a big open cave over here. I haven't really been down that. I just placed some torches. But yeah, there's loads of mobs here. I probably should have made myself a shield. Damn it. I forgot to make myself any armor. It's a dead end. Oh my god, I've already been here. Damn it. Uh, there is still a dude there. Um, hey guy. Just stay. Oh, there's another one over there. I also forgot to um make myself any food. So we only have 9 melon slices, and that's not great. Should probably plug that up. Okay. Hey, you needed that string. Okay, let's just go and get back up here. This is terrible food, but I always forget that there's echo mechanics, and I'm just like here, and I'm like listening to my. I hate the sound of people eating food, even in games. I just can't listen to it. No. Oh, dead end. Okay. I think what we'll do. No, wrong way. We only made 8 torches. That was not great. How do I get out of this? It's the true question. I think it's up here. There. Whee! Yeah, so what we'll do is what I meant to do from the start. We don't have much brick, but it's better than nothing. Ah, I thought I just had a bow. Um, I haven't been doing much recently, so I don't really have anything interesting to talk about. Um, I've been getting back into making Pokemon OCs, and I've got one that I'm building, and they're pretty cool. They're a Colossian. Most of my OCs are specifically anime OCs, purely because I can just insert my character easier when I know the storyline. Not to say there isn't a storyline to the games, it's just there's already self-inserts in the game. Um, their name is Lucian, and they're a performer. But specifically, they are also um related to Lysander. So, oh, yippee! My talk about Pokemon OCs made Diamond Spear. Oh my god, this is a lot of diamonds. Uh, um, they're they're related to Lysander. And not like directly. They're like a niece or nephew of Lysander. Um, but their whole thing is they're a Pokemon performer like Serena, and I my just whole thing for like how they get introduced is it's just when like in the XY anime when Miette is teasing Serena over her crush on Ash, which I thoroughly don't believe that she was trying to flirt with Ash. I think she was trying to make Serena jealous, but like, well, she was trying to make Serena jealous, but I fully believe that Mia is not into men. I don't think any woman would actually do what Mia did unless she's interested in the other woman, sort of thing. But I was thinking about X and Y, and I was introduced to Pokemon through X and Y. And a long time, not a long time ago, but quite a bit ago, I was making my own Pokemon region. I was designing characters for it and stuff like that. I just can't draw very well on the style of Pokemon. But basically, my problem was that I didn't have enough inspiration. It, the whole thing was just an exercise for me. That's why I named the Pokemon region of Inspiro. And it had this like actually kind of more darker. It still could fit in line with like a canon Pokemon game, but basically, it's a region. So Innsbruck is a region that the gym leaders have a lot more political power, and so do the champions. Um, so basically, champions have it isn't big political power, but they have the choice to um it's kind of like how how Diane, not Diane, Cynthia and stuff are like the faces of their regions. It's very much like that. Just in the show, you don't really see them. Yeah, they get called in for crises because they're the biggest, like the strongest people in the area. But also in Innsbruck, there's a whole tradition behind being a champion. There's a bit about I think I've done that wrong. Um, basically, a long time ago, many people from different regions came to Innsbruck, thinking that they owned the land. So there was loads of one sec. No, -59. Cool. Um, um, like basically loads of people from different regions came and went, "Hey, we own this land." And the natives to the island, because they were natives, were like, "Hey, why, we kind of want to own some of our own land." But they understood that because of like people before them that they would never truly get them to leave. So they went, what about you all have a duel? And so they had had Pokemon battles in like a duel based ranking system. I don't know. Uh but they weren't expecting the natives to the island to put in their own people. Oh, scary cave noise. Uh, but basically, they have this massive like arena Pokemon battle, and each of them decide that we're gonna get a slither of the island because the natives come out on top. Basically, I think the way I had it planned out was that each of them proposed a different idea of how they could split the island, and most of them ended up with the people who winning getting all of it, except for the natives who said, well, we could split the island because us natives, though we want the biggest slice, which is the central island, it's kind of like a donut shaped island. But they wanted the central island, but everyone else could have like the outer island because the natives didn't really settle there. Um, but they wanted the people there to respect their boundaries and how and their way of life. And the natives ended up winning. The only problem was the way they proposed things most people didn't like. But they proposed that every year they'd come back and have a get their strongest trainers to have a battle from each town, um, which they still do to this day. Um, so there are like some rules for joining the league. You have to be an Inspirian resident. Like you have to be under a gym's training as well. So each of the eventually all of the regions kind of merged in, regional camps merged in together, and they uh it's like, let me turn my music down because that is loud. Um, but a lot of basically they all kind of merged, and eventually the only things remaining of them were like their leadership spots, which ended up becoming Pokemon gyms. And so to join the league, you have to be under a gym's guidance. So Diamonds. Shit, shit. Yeah. Okay. Let's just. Yeah, let's choose a different way to go. Um, So yeah, you have to be under like a lead's guidance. Um, Jim's guidance. So the main character would be under, I believe it was, no, don't. Let me change these out. Would be under, I think I chose in the end the fairy type Jim's guidance, so, or normal types. But basically, they all get the same starter. It's not really one of those pick your starter regions. You get given a starter. There is like no choice to that. It was like this little pup, and depending on where you basically at the end of um the league, before you go onto the main island, you would get the choice to evolve it in a place of your choice. Normally relating to one of the gyms. So you could go round again and just evolve it there to its final evolution because it's 3 stage. And it would have like multiple different typings, stuff like that. But I think that's still like a pretty cool idea. It's like it was like an evolution kind of. Um shit. Why is there so much lava? God damn. Um but basically um my main character, basically there's 2 stories I had for her. You had the game story, basically how I imagine a game in this region going, and you had the story I had been writing. Basically, it was kind of a bit more of a government takeover story than kind of explains why Innsbruck is in such like a fragile state when the game starts. Basically, the previous champion got a bit power hungry. He believe basically each um there's some rules when it comes to the champions. You have to be over 18 to fully become a champion. So in your stead, if you are not over 18, you would the previous champion would stay in role and you just become the face. Um and you'd stay in champion status for like about 4-ish years. It's kind of like a prime minister. But they were basically when the new champion, Sol, their name is Sol as in SOL, as in solar, not soul as in soul. There isn't really a reason. Or was no that no Sol's the dragon type gym leader. Oh, it was Lav or Lavandula. They were a ghost type trainer. Um, who beat the gym challenge but was under 18 at the time. Because for some reason they don't just ban people who are under 18, they just let them go through with it, which is something they have a problem with, and uh that's their problem. I don't quite understand why you'd not just ban under 18s, but I guess it's so everyone has a fair chance. Um, I'll do a bit of fishing for a bit. Um, I really need to get a better storage system. We're just gonna chuck everything in here. There we go. I always forget that I have like brain stain glass because I used it for this. I wanted to use white, but I couldn't find any white flowers. Um, but the basically Lab was under 18, so the previous one kept in charge, and he wasn't a great guy. He kept making changes to the rules which would make sure he stayed longer, or there was less likely a chance to beat him. Like he changed the rules so legendaries could be involved, and like he changed power ratings and stuff like that for Hill. So uh, wrong button. Uh, so he wasn't a great guy. So Lav, who realized he wasn't a great guy and was trying to get him out of power, but assumed that they would be 18 by the time they beat the gym challenge, which didn't happen because it ended early, or it came round early than expected. So they team up with like a few of the other gym leaders. So that's Sol, Neon, I think I called the dark type trainer, um, who was their whole thing was like party themed. It was pretty cool. They had like an Absol and an Umbreon on their team, and I really liked them. I think Neon was just their stage name as well, because all of them, the gym leaders have like a stage name. And so it was Neon, Sol, a guy named Chip, who technically was the water type gym leader, but he he has two other siblings. There's Leaf and there's Amor. Amor is currently in charge of the gym, but Leaf has no interest in taking over the gym. They're just kind of there. So Chip and Amor join. Leaf isn't in the region at the time because well, they're researching. I believe they're actually researching legendaries and stuff. I think I had that written because they had this strange encounter with a burning golden legendary. So they have gone over to Alola to research because Necrozma very much is a match for that. So they went over to Alola. So Amor and Chip get into this, though Amor quite a bit later. I believe the Steel type gym leader as well. Lab does not tell. So there are a few different gym leaders. I can't remember exactly which ones. I think he was a Steel type gym leader, and he was related to Neon. He gets involved through Amor. He doesn't really know what's going on. He's a bit clueless, but we love him for it. Um, and then okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to kill some fish, so I can get this back up to get back in. Um, who else was involved in this? You also had the former grass type gym leader because basically there was a grass type gym And then the grass type gym leader went, I'm not really all that interested in this. And they went, wait, what do you mean? Uh, where did I put? I swear I had bread on me. There. Um, um, but they weren't a big help. You also had the regional professor who, so Innsbruck was quite, I think one of the things that I said led to like the downfall, or like the uprising of this guy was the fact that all the gym leaders were relatively new to their jobs, as well as the regional professor. Um, Catman, or I believe I also gave her the nickname Yuka because her basically she changed her last name from like I guess her dad to her mum's or something like that because it was more fitting, quote unquote, for a Pokemon professor. She did it for the jokes, I guess. Because Catmint is a real plant, I believe. So I think it's similar to catnip, or is catnip? I can't quite remember. Um, but basically they were all relatively new at their jobs. So all of the gym leaders are quite young. Um, Sol's parents disappeared. So Sol's parents were the oldest, but now Sol got put in charge because her parents disappeared. Um, has definitely has nothing to do with the champion at all. Um, but anyways, the champion is he's in like I want to say his like late 20s. So he's not young, but he's not old. He's not like as young as some of the gym leaders who are early 20s, late teens. Catman is 25, I believe. The previous dark type gym leader before Neon, basically Neon's sister was in charge of the gym, and then probably left for Kalos as soon as Neon was old enough because she wanted to study fashion instead of being a gym leader. I can't even remember where I was originally going with this. I think I was just telling you about the story, but basically they go around. So Lav has the favor of one of the legendaries, who is based off of Black Shook, which is obvious because Black Shook is one of my favorite British mythos things of all time. Black Shook is just a big black dog, and depending on the circumstance, is either a good or bad figure. In like certain parts of the UK, it's she's like a motherly, caring figure. She helps women. In other parts of the UK, she uh, breaks down doors of churches and makes candelabras fall on top of the clergy. It's quite funny. I think it was the clergy. It's either that or the choir. But yeah, Black Shook is one of my favorites. And then there was another one, and I think I would change this one if I were to revisit because they were kind of just a rip-off Xerneas. But they were a unicorn. Oh, god. Um, they were kind of just a rip-off Xerneas, so I could have just I can just go kind of redesign them when the time comes. I was going for Unicorn and Life, which kind of takes Xerneas' spot in a way. But then the final one was a Serpentine one, which was actually very much based off of Aztec mythology of like Quetzalcoatl. But I wanted to make them into my own thing because they were kind of like supposed to be like a dragon because they were a dragon flying type, and that's why Soul's family was descended from the native group that was there, and basically their like kind of stuff had been passed down. So Zethos, the snake-like one, was quite fond of them, but their family, because like they were keeping traditions alive. And Zethos has their own reasons. They're just like, these guys feed me. They give me power. That's pretty good. So Zethon is basically they go around and gain favor of all the legendaries, and then have a massive fight. It doesn't actually. This is the bit where it gets a bit where I'm more coherent, I guess, on what is going to happen. Basically, their plan is to lure him up to the top of the middle island. Basically, I'm getting so many fishing rods. Um, but basically, they wanted to lure him up to the top of the main island and get him into a battle, which was like there was like a loophole in the laws where there are certain points where a champion can get expelled if you one have enough evidence, which Lav did have, because there's a whole side story about how what happened to Lav after they became a champion, and like basically their parents gave up custody of them to the champion because the champion was like, hey, it's gonna be easier for me to do champion stuff if they're under my custody, and so their parents gave them up to the champion. And Lab, who wasn't seeing their parents all that regularly anyway. Oh, power and unbreaking. It's right on the edge though. Um, was like, okay, I guess this is fine. And then the champion was manipulating them, which was quite fun until Sol went, hey, this dude isn't good. And they went, hey, yeah, this dude isn't good. So I feel like I should get like a proper place for you two. You're kind of just sitting here. Damn it. Um, basically they lured him while Neon went to to Officer Jenny with the evidence, so they could like have someone like building a case. They got Lav to lure him up to the top of the main island's hill, because basically there's like a massive hill and there's like a circular island around it. It's kind of volcanic-y. Um, but oh, sorry. But basically, they got Lav to lure him up there. Then they wanted to get Sol to challenge him to a Pokemon battle. See, the problem is halfway up there. So the champion, I think one of the biggest things is they are very much like Lysander in a way. They very much lean on Pyros as one of their things, as like a sign of pride. You know, that they're noble beasts, as they as the champion says. Um, so the champion is like, "Oh, hey, actually, I don't want to do this anymore. Pyro, you swipe." So Lav gets heavily injured, but then continues running because they're girl bossing, I guess. They're not girl though, so I don't know whether they can be girl bossing. Um, but basically, get them up to the top. Lav is like almost bleeding out over here, but Sol still needs to see this through. There's like a lot of race against time aspects. Um, but basically, a lot of this was me playing around with like how don't Pokemon trainers get injured during while their Pokemon are battle, like because there was a lot of times where I fully believe these guys should be getting injured. So when Sol and the champion, I don't even think I gave the champion a name. I was just like, this guy is terrible. He doesn't deserve a name, and I need to give him a name. But basically, he kind of he's not a great guy, so he kind of gets Pyro to direct its flames at Soul instead of their Pokemon. Like their Pokemon are taking the hits, but if it goes wrong, uh, if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. You know, Soul is out of it and probably dead. See, when I said the champion isn't a nice guy, he really isn't a nice guy. Uh, but basically, in the end, they defeat him. Officer Jenny gets called. They're like, "Hey, can we get some medical attention?" And Officer Jenny's like, "Yeah, you should be." Um, I'm just gonna burn some stuff, random stuff, because I cannot. I don't think I've got any coal. I should probably go looking for that next. Um, let's, um, basically, Officer Jenny gets called. Everything goes vaguely right, though. Just like the thought system in real life, he's not given what they think is enough charges. So that's great. But oh, there's there's a lot more to the story, but as it's set in the anime verse, these kids do get some happy time. Uh, I don't know quite what to, but basically there is. I haven't really thought about the game story. I've just gotten like a few bits. At one point, they have to summon Zethon, and like the whole thing of like it's not they're talking to Soul, and Soul's just like, "Hey, do you need some help with that?" And they're just like, "Not like you've ever done it." And Soul's just standing there like, "Legally, I can't say. Legally, I can't say, but it is so tempting. I need that actually." But oh, I should probably take that off. Offhand. But there is like a few bits, and the main characters are rivals, um, as they normally are in Pokemon games. But there is like a whole. They're a bit more like Hop and the main character in Sword and Shield. They're kind of they've been best friends for ages, and I wanted to have it so like as the story goes on, their relationship disintegrates a bit because rivalry isn't a great thing to base your don't listen to Pokemon. Rivalry is not a great way to in, friendship to rivalry is not a great idea. So I think I called the main characters Hebe and Nemu, which is a callback to Hebe, the god of hope in Greek mythology, and I can't remember what Nemi was based off of. It wasn't Nemu, it was Nemi. Um, but they also had a Greek meaning to the name. Um, oh, it was Nemi because of Nemesis. It was Hebe and Nemesis because I thought it would be really cool if they were named after Greek mythological gods and Greek gods, and basically it does like have a bit of foreshadowing because Nemesis was the god of revenge, if I remember correctly. So there's like some sort of like that this was always going to happen, and Hebe was like the god of hope and good friendship. Pretty all round god, good god. But yeah, I can't remember quite how it went. But I had like a few designs. Like I had a regional variant of Primarina in there, who was based off of sirens. So it was a ghost water type instead of a. Or was it a? Okay, what one is Primarina? Primarina. Oh, come on. It is a water fairy type, so it would have been a water ghost type. Um, basically, there's like, and then I had like a few other ideas. Like there were a few cat Pokemon. Uh, there's a reason Professor Catman is called Professor Catman, and that's because most of their Pokemon are cat themed. Uh, I will love them forever for that. You know, Professor Catman has a theme and she sticks to it. Most of her Pokemon are cat themed, and I don't blame her. So she has a Litten, a Sprigatito, and then I came up with my own water starter. Because I do think this region would have starter Pokemon for those who weren't in the gym challenge. So I made a water starter, and it was based off of, I think it was called Amphibiophiline, or Amphiboline, and it was a frog based cat Pokemon. It was quite cute. No, it was a diver based cat Pokemon even. So it had like a little bubble, bit like thingy. Um, the diving spider Pokemon. It was a Lothern one. I can't remember, but they have those as well because they basically live alongside each other. It's quite cute. They don't. I don't think Catman's team consists of any Meowths though. I think I just didn't want to go for low hanging fruit. Look at these turtles. I don't remember what they eat. I think they eat seagrass, so maybe I could breed them. Hmm. sec. Yep, bucket. I probably got a bucket and shiz. Okay, let's go and get myself some. I can't remember whether it's seagrass or kelp though. Hey, do you eat this? Oh, you do. Where's this other one? Hey, dude. Um, would would you like some seagrass? Um, what was I going on about? I was going on about something. But anyway, yeah. So I've been getting back into my Pokemon OCs, as you could tell by almost an hour long little rant there. I swear it went over here. But anyway, I'm probably gonna have to log off for the stream because I've got something coming up. Hey, dude. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Hello. And hello. Please make babies. Oh my god. I can't believe these were the first animals I bred. Oh, look at them. Happy little family. I don't know where they spawned, so have fun. I don't know where either of you are going. Are you going to come here? I'll make a little house for you. You having trouble there, sir? Ma'am? There we go. But anyway, I'm probably going to log off today because I think. Oh, yeah, I should probably go. Okay, I shall see you all next time and have a nice day. Thank you for coming for the 1 hour I was live. I'll see you all tomorrow. Oh, I don't know whether I just broke something.